All right, so we are live. Welcome to episode 66 of Chilling with the NY Warriors. What's up, fellas? That's right. The 2 weeks have gone by. We're back now. Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. You know, it feels like we haven't done the show for a while.
Yeah.
I know I say this a few times, but right, it feels like it's been a minute since we've done the show.
Feels like it's been 1,000 years.
I mean, I think it's been a minute for me because I don't think I was on the last show.
Oh, probably, yeah. No, I think it wasn't on the last auction.
Yeah.
Right? You wasn't on the last all the last show. You're right. You wasn't on both. You wasn't on both, you know. So you know what? Real quick down the line before we get started with today's topics and who's gonna come on the show and all that, I'm gonna go down the line and just do the intros. I know you guys haven't, talked to anybody in a minute. So I'm gonna start with my man Eli Easy, the Game Hunter.
What's good, everybody? Hold on, the camera's coming on. Oh, the camera's on now. Oh, let's see. Yeah, just chilling. I just finished my final project for college. I did a presentation the other day, Friday, and I had about like 10 to 15 people show up. No, not a big, project presentation because I put it on film, so a lot of people are going to see it on film. But, I had a good turnout, and hopefully by the end of next week, I'll find out if I'm graduated or not, which there's no question.
Oh, nice, man. So, congratulations. We definitely got to celebrate that,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When you come back, we'll take a trip to, your favorite store.
Oh, yeah.
Royals.
Go Christmas shopping.
We'll buy you dinner.
Put on your dad's tab. That's
we'll buy you dinner. You'll get a number one at McDonald's. All right. Good to have you, Eli. All right. Next, we got my man Joker N21.
What up, peeps? What's going on? What's good, man? I've been sick, and I'm here. I think I missed the last show I did, I think.
Yeah, you did.
I'm here, and I'm getting shit straight. I was getting books straightened out yesterday for the auction tomorrow. So
you're going to join us. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll join you tomorrow, definitely.
All right. Cool. All right, Manny, you good?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, so next we got my man Manny NYC. What's going on, Manny? How you been?
Sick.
You sick? You sick of me?
Got the cold.
Sick in the head, son.
You sick in the head?
Yeah, comb your hair, bitch.
I don't got no hair, bro. What you talking about?
Oh, you show your nasty ass boy. You should have put some lotion on that.
Oh, I did, man. I did put lotion on, bro. All right, Manny. All right, next we got Monkey 316.
What's up, everyone? What's up, E? What's up, boys? What's going on? Let's do this.
What's going on, Marky? What's good in your world?
Oh, just a lot of working. I guess with the holidays benefits me because a lot of people taking off. So I'm doing that OT, getting some extra pay. So been busy, getting ready to redo this room. So there we go. That's it. That's all I've been doing.
Nice.
All right, cool. So
been busy.
Been busy. All right, guys. So we have a special show for you guys planned today. Special meaning we're gonna have a couple of guests, if you can see by the title. I know you guys have probably already seen throughout social media. We're gonna have Christina Arrobio from the Hero Initiative. She is the development director. She's gonna be a special guest on here. They'll pop on in maybe 15-20 minutes into the show. Also, Edwin from Strictly Comix is going to be on. They have an announcement to make, and I'm not really going to talk about it now. I'm going to wait till they just say come on so they can talk about it. But you guys already know. A lot of you guys, in the chat already know. You guys follow us on social media. You know what's going on. So before we get started real quick, let me just run through the chat, see who's joined us. We have NES Master 80. Shout out to you. AG Surfer. We have the Great Legends Show. We have Comics Mix Explained. We have Daniel Wybera, Bowie Flashes on Comics, The Comic Core, GLS Comics, Beyond the Blast Door, All About Comics, Javier Salas. Also, All About Comics just had a live stream. They're doing an auction this Wednesday. We're doing it Tuesday, but they're doing it on Wednesday also. So be sure to check them out. Who else we have? We have Contender, Pub Grimy, Text the Collector, Stay Puft 1983, Poor Man's Comics, and Joker 68. All right. So I would like to begin with some of the stuff that happened this weekend. I know some news hit today, but we'll get to that also. Daredevil, they canceled Daredevil on Netflix, man. That was a big blow.
Yo, what are we gonna do?
Yo, I don't know. We lost.
We lost.
We lost.
We're losing this whole year.
No, Mickey Mouse basically, fucker, you're coming on our channel. You know, that's basically
that was so messed up too. It's one of the, I think, if not for a lot of people, it was like the best season of Daredevil.
Yeah.
And for them to cancel it, it's like, oof, that was like, wow.
Yeah, they left mad doors open. I hate when they do that.
That's sad.
Yeah, but the official statement with them is that from Netflix is that they, you know, the show is canceled, but Netflix, those episodes of Daredevil and Luke Cage and Iris, they're gonna be on Netflix for years to come. So anyone can always rewatch them, or if someone's new to the series, they can always rewatch them. And those characters are not gone. They're gone from any Netflix shows, but they're not gone from the Marvel studio, Marvel Universe, basically. So they can use those same characters because the deal that they did, Marvel, Disney they're smarter now than they were back in the day. When Marvel was alone, their deals include, okay, you own the show, but you don't own the characters. Right. So Charlie Cox as Daredevil can be somewhere else as Daredevil. Right.
I got a theory. Yeah. How many seasons did Luke Cage go? 3, right?
No, 2.
No,
2. Okay. How many seasons did Iron Fist go? 2, right?
Everything went 2 except Daredevil.
Yes. How the hell did Jessica Jones get a 3rd season? Explain that one to me. That I don't know if it's a contract or a yearly based on maybe their contract, their negotiation is up, and they're just saying we're no longer making any seasons since we got our own shit coming up, and we're gonna probably put them on there.
You gotta remember though, Jessica Jones was like one of the first Netflix shows from Marvel.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So,
they filmed that already.
And then Jessica Jones.
All right.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if they filmed it. Like they're gonna air what they filmed. They're gonna air what they filmed. But I believe they're going to be canceled also after their season.
I would say after the Punisher one, because I think everybody's going to be watching that one. And
Punisher's going to get canceled too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if it does very well and everybody's like, oh my God, that was great, and they fucking cancel it, then we know they're all going to have to be going to this new service or whatever.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to be honest about that new service. I know everyone's saying, oh, the Disney service. But you know what? I don't think they're going to be on the Disney service. Like they're that Disney streaming service. No. Part of the deal with Fox, I believe they own now most of the percentages for Hulu. Hulu is owned by it wasn't just owned by Fox. It had a couple of other owners. I just can't recall the companies that owned it. But when they do the deal, part of that deal is that they take part of the Hulu also. So a series like that I could see on Hulu, not on a Disney streaming service where it's supposed to be family friendly. Because those shows are not family friendly. They're comparable to Titans.
Yeah.
They're basically rated R shows. So there's no way they're gonna put that next to a family friendly show. What do you guys think?
Well, if you look at the chat, a lot of people are chiming in that they own 60% of Hulu, and so I forgot. My brain melt right there. I totally forgot that they grabbed Hulu with that deal. Okay.
Yeah, so I can see those shows going on something like that because it's more comparable to Netflix, where you can put anything you want. It doesn't matter the rating.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper than Netflix, believe it or not. If you want the little dumb quick commercials, I think it's only like $8, if I remember correctly, or something like that. If you don't want the commercials, then you're paying the 11 or 12 that you normally would pay with a Netflix subscription.
Yeah.
JLS said that Hulu just had a Black Friday deal, $1 a month.
All right, good.
I'm
so
not
buy
it's
it.
too many streaming
buy
services.
for us for Christmas.
Yeah, too many stuff. What I do, I don't know if anybody else does it, whatever. Like I share like my Netflix with my family, and they share their Hulu with me and stuff.
All
like
right,
that.
now you just snitched on yourself. Dry snitching.
Shit. So what?
You gotta cut yourself. By tomorrow, you have no fucking Netflix.
Yeah, you know, and also, I mean, I hear I was reading a few articles over the weekend, and I hear that Marvel is planning to drop what they're doing with their TV shows, you know, at D23. That we should see, like, you know how they do like a whole phase timeline, how they did with the cinematic universe. D23, that's where they're gonna say what shows they're gonna do. You know, the whole Loki show and Scarlet Witch and Vision and what was the other one? Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, they got some stuff lined up for us. So
yeah, I'm not too interested, to be honest, in seeing like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. To me, they're not like, I don't know, they're not characters that
I'm not interested in seeing that Black Widow neither.
Oh, the Black Widow. Yeah, that's the fan specific movie, you know.
Yeah, or there's some. Well, we'll get to that. Maybe a segue to that thing.
The what?
To the Shang-Chi shit that's coming out.
Oh, Shang-Chi. Yeah, we're gonna segue into that because we're gonna talk about that too. But yeah, but you know, Daredevil that was a hit for us. You know, we enjoyed it. I know I did.
Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm. That's it. R.I.P. Daredevil.
Well, I'm just gonna go on from now.
He's not dead. They're gonna use on the character. They're gonna use specifically him. I think, you know, and maybe the Punisher. Those characters, you'll see them again. Definitely very popular.
Oh, yeah. They're coming to the movies. That's what's happening. That's why they canceled it.
First trailer. Nah, to be honest, man, me for certain movies, I don't even rush to the theater to see them. I wait till they come out on digital and stuff like that. Like Venom, I didn't go to the theater to see Venom. I waited for that. I wait for that to come out.
Wait until the trailer comes out for what?
For Venom.
Probably Black Widow.
Who the fuck? I don't care. The trailer. Who the fuck? That's just like what she does. She don't even have powers. She's like just knows.
Yeah, she's the agent.
Arts. Yeah, she's just an agent. Who the fuck want to see that? I can put that shit on TV and watch that. I'm gonna go to the movie. I'm gonna go run to the movies to go watch that movie.
They've been filming that, or has that just been announced? They just say, "Oh, we're going to do this," but nothing's been filmed.
They haven't said anything about film or script, at least to my knowledge.
That's what I'm saying. Until we see somewhat of filming or production done on it, everything is just okay. Whatever.
Yo, bro, I wouldn't even care, man. I wouldn't leave that shit. Man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even go watch that shit in no movie theater. That's retarded. Yeah, just like Halloween. Watch that shit, whack ass movie.
Yeah, well, because you don't understand.
I'm just saying, man. I watched that. That's a cult classic, man. Watch that.
I know.
Yeah,
Big said that shit was whack. Tell him, Biggs, don't lie.
Yeah, he knows. I said it on the chat.
You're whack because.
Well, tell everybody on this chat.
I haven't even seen Halloween yet.
Yeah, but why you gotta be just calling everybody out, man? Like, come on.
Easy,
no. If you remember, I said there was a lot of things I did not like versus the things I did like. So it did have some problems, but
so I saw Halloween over the weekend, and that thing was garbage, man.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't see it.
That was come on, man. Like he was like, just put a bullet in his head and that's it, man.
It's fucking Michael fucking Myers. If you do not
understand Michael Myers, that is not. First of all,
I'll go 4 hours.
Michael Myers is not supernatural.
You blow his fucking head off. He's dead.
He was like an 80-year-old man.
You can do that to all of them, but you never do anyway.
You can't blow Freddy Krueger's head.
Yes, you can in the dream world. You can bring him out in the dream world, but in the real world.
Do you gotta bring him out in the dream world? He's a smart man. Halloween and fuck Michael Myers. That's whack, nigga. Okay.
All right. Well, you don't get it. That's it. You know, that's it. There was a lot of
like him anyway. So all right.
All right. Well, don't worry. I'll be coming to your house this year.
Make sure you bring no
Christmas presents.
Don't matter. Make sure you hit me in the head. All right.
Bring back you in the head. Bring back the kids with the mask that explode their faces.
You know, spy movies are popular. I was reading one of the comments for flashes. Spy movies are popular. You know, Mission Impossible, 007. Obviously, they're hugely popular. But like for me personally, this is just my opinion. For me, when I think of Marvel, to me, Marvel is true superheroes. You know what I mean? And I don't see her like a superhero. You know what I mean?
Black Widow doesn't even have one of Like,
so it's not something that really excites me, you know.
Yeah,
so
you just want to see Scarlett Johansson. That's all you want to see. Just admit it. I mean, you can see her. You could go watch another movie and you can see her.
I don't know. I don't feel like Black Widow has enough lore for her to make like have a steady like move.
Who the
Like
fuck
if
are
they
you
do
gonna put
one
as a
movie,
villain?
if they do one movie, no, like Black Widow has a lot of villains, but like if you do one movie, like it's gonna be hard to follow it up.
She's in
Afterwards.
a lot of, you know, she's in a few comics. She was always with Daredevil. She was in that whole, you know, she's been around since the Silver Age. But she does, yeah, like she doesn't have enough lore. You said it perfectly, Eli.
Yeah.
She doesn't have enough lore to hold her own movie. I think, you know, it just, you know, she's popular because of the Avengers movie. She's popular because of the actresses playing her. You know, so that's where they get that from. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
And she's a strong female lead, you know, and they want to capitalize on that as well. So that's another reason why they want to greenlight that, you know, that movie, which is fine. You know what I mean? It's gonna have its audience. You know, it's not my thing. That's all. You know?
Yeah, me too. There you go.
I will see it because it's.
Oh, don't get mad at me, 4-way. God damn it.
Yeah, 4-way. Stick to Flash, man. What else? Come on. You guys, you sleeping over here. Reading the chat?
I know. We don't want to, you know.
I know. All right, man. So what do you want to talk about next? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
man.
You want to know what else died this week? Well, not this week. It's been a long time coming. Freaking G.I. Joe. Hasbro's not making no more G.I. Joe toys.
There you go.
Oh, word. Damn.
It's over.
No club, G.I. Joe toys. The
club shut down. They took the license away from them, so they're not allowed to make exclusives no more. The convention, they stopped the convention. This year was like the last year for it. It was like over the summer.
G.I. Joe had his own convention.
Yeah, there was Joe Con, G.I. Joe Con.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
so, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Well, I knew they had convention, but I didn't know it was still going on.
Reason why they lost the license? They had it for a long time. Bad sales?
The club lost the license. I don't know. There's like a lot going on with that. Like there's like the head of Hasbro is like kind of like an anti-gun type person, you know, something like that. Like I heard stuff about that. So like he doesn't want to like sell war to kids type thing, you know.
It's G.I. fucking Joe. It's been around for a long effing time.
Yeah. And then like,
besides that G.I. Joe club, you know who's on those clubs who could afford that stuff? Those kids can't afford that. Be grown ass men.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but you know what? Those G.I. Joe toys are gonna be like I was talking with Manny about this morning. And I think it's going to be kind of like with Master of the Universe when their line ended by Mattel, right? Mattel, you said, man, you made He-Man. They got picked up by side studios like what was the one that you named? I know mine was Super 7 and the Four Horsemen or something like that.
Yeah.
They started making their own versions of the toys, and those exploded. And now Masters, they have a huge line. It brought life back to, and that's why they're doing all these Netflix cartoons and all that right now. And they do all those documentaries on it because those independent companies blew those lines back up. So that's the same thing that can happen to G.I. Joe. I'm pretty sure there's someone that wants to reinvent them and do it again in a different way.
Like the comic series is still selling, like, you know, what it's been selling since, you know, it came out, you know, like 6,000-7,000 copies is about how much it sells. So like, the people in the audience is still there, but I think it's just like now, you know, you have the kind of like political, like correctness kind of thing, and it's just like that whole thing revolving around that, and you know, it's kind of like G.I. Joe's kind of become like hard to market, I guess, for them.
NES Master said, I guess Transformers is fine. You know, when it comes to Transformers, like even if Hasbro stops their Transformers, Takara has their own line of Transformers. So they're
just gonna have to pay $500,
and they actually make, but you know what? The Takara figures they even made even better. So you know, a lot of the diehard collectors of Transformers figures, they buy all the Takara figures first. Anyway.
Yeah, and they transform unlike the freaking new Hasbro ones.
They made actually better. So with Transformers, I don't think you have to ever worry about that. And there's a lot of other aftermarket Transformers that they make, and all they do is change the name. Like they'll have some weird ass robot name, but you know that Soundwave, and you know there's a lot of aftermarket when it comes to Transformers.
Yeah, especially with like the movies and stuff. Transformers has like it's easier to like sell.
So, guys, I just want to introduce real quick. Edwin Strictly Comix just joined us. What's going on, Edwin? How you doing?
I'm happy to be chilling with the NY Warriors, man. I feel like I live on the East Coast.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. I gotta do that. This is the first time Edwin's been here.
You gotta give him a West Coast.
It is, isn't it?
I gotta give him a East Coast welcome. Hold on.
He don't live on the West Coast.
No, I said I gotta give him an East Coast welcome.
No, Marky.
I'm getting confused.
And shit. He don't know what.
There's too many chuckleheads I gotta deal with.
Comics. There you go, bro.
Oh, I feel so welcome.
There you go, man. You gotta give him a proper introduction.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. I'm just gonna wait for Christina to hop on whenever she's ready, and then I'll just kick it with y'all and jibber jabber, until she jumps on.
So we were just talking about we had just finished talking about Daredevil being canceled. If you have any thoughts on that you want to share with us.
No, I was actually listening to the show as I was kind of getting ready. I mean, you guys had some interesting things to talk about. I heard somebody say that they might tone it down because it's kind of like R-rated material. Which I guess kind of makes sense. And then I heard somebody say something about was it Netflix doing a Black Friday sale for $1 or something like that?
No, that was Hulu.
It was Hulu.
Jesse said he's Netflix doing $1.
That was Jesse, yeah.
Jesse said he's gonna get us that for Christmas. Everybody.
I think everybody knows pretty much that the reason being is because they're Disney properties and they're gonna go on their streaming service. I mean, I didn't understand though that them greenlighting, I guess, third season of Jessica Jones. That's for Netflix too.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's already filmed, so they're gonna air.
Stop biting your nails, man. You're on live television.
He got who's talking with the camera off, right?
No, I don't have much thoughts about it. Just other than I'm pretty much in agreement with what everybody was talking about already. I think it's y'all know how it is. Like when a series goes away, I think the best example I could think of is Prison Break. When Prison Break was away for so long, and then they were like saying it's coming back. The hype was there. People watched, like, I don't know if they watched the whole series, or I know they at least watched the first couple episodes, and I feel like that going away kind of makes, I guess, the heart fonder. You know how they talk about?
They did that with X-Files.
That too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of shows like that went away, and you were like, oh. I remember for me it was Smallville. When that show, I loved Smallville. And when that thing ended, I was like, damn, what's gonna fill that void? But I think the Netflix shows are easier to get over because you binge them anyway. Yeah. So it's not something where you look forward to like once a week, or it's just a quick little thing and that's it, you're done.
Do you guys ever binge watch it and then the new season starts and so like you forget, so you have to kind of go and watch a few episodes?
I've watched every season twice.
I usually watch the recap video before the new season.
The recap helps.
Yeah. That's all. You just need recap, man. I don't feel like watching. I don't have time to be. You got a lot of time, man. I ain't got time to sit down with 13 episodes all over again.
Well, yeah, you got a kid now. I know. I can't say a lot of your time.
We don't have babies. All right. Yeah. You have a young baby, so that takes a lot of time. All your time, basically.
Yeah. Somebody got a text message.
Don't worry. When he gets older, you'll be binge watching. You'll be asking for more content. Yeah, so the next thing we talked about then was G.I. Joe, how they Hasbro canceled all their
they canceled like their distribution, so Toys R Us is gone, so they don't have that, but they canceled like the club and all the the stuff like that, so there's like no plans.
Eli and Manny are huge G.I. Joe fans.
Yeah.
Eli still buys the comics and Manny's into the toys. Actually, Manny, you have some toys being graded, some G.I. Joe toys out for grading, right?
Yeah.
Everything. Manny grade his dishes, bro.
I grade that ugly ass Yankee hat you got.
No!
It's fucking red and black, I guess.
Yeah, it matches my sneakers. Where they at? Match the hat.
Well, we're not looking at your feet right now. So
you want to look at my feet?
No, we don't want to look at piernas, huh?
That's an insider. You can't show that, man. All right, so moving along, we also talking about Marvel's the topic of today. They announced they greenlit that it's in development. Shang-Chi, Master Kung Fu movie. So instantly the book blows up. It was already kind of a little pricey, not pricey, but in high grade it'll cost you a little bit of money. But now that book you saw on eBay already, somebody put one up for like $4,000 already.
For 9.8.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I wanted that book. I don't want it now.
Put his up.
Yeah.
Tim got that 9.8.
Yeah,
that was T-Ro's book.
Yeah, Tim has been posting all day on Shang-Chi, so I know he's
because he got a little chino at him, so he's gonna post that.
Yeah, maybe stupid.
So what do you guys think about that? Anyone ever read anything on Shang-Chi? I have a couple of issues. I have a few key issues for Shang-Chi actually. They're pretty decent, So what do you guys think?
Don't know much about the character.
Yeah, I don't know much neither. Tell Tim to come on the show.
Word.
He's gonna talk about it on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, he's gonna talk about it on Wednesday. Not let nobody else talk.
It's Marvel. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good. We all love martial arts. We all love karate flicks and all that. You watch Into the Badlands, Manny, all the time.
Yeah, I love Into the Badlands. That shit is badass. That show.
Did he option this into a movie or a show?
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
Movie.
You know who they're gonna get? I don't know who they're gonna get, but they gotta get somebody good.
Yeah, they're gonna get a Chinese American.
They gotta get Jackie Chan in some capacity, and they gotta get.
They can get that guy from Into the Badlands to play him.
Not like for Shang-Chi, but like in some capacity, like they gotta have like those guys in the movie.
Yeah, no, they
a good actor, and you need the good choreography with the fighting and everything. You need good fighting.
They take that serious. They're gonna try to have I believe a Chinese American director. Just for that, they want to be right. They want that movie to make money in China and here.
Yeah, so they could get Ang Lee. They do it.
Specific about who they pick to do the movies. To do them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Which I don't know why they didn't. I'm not even gonna bring up Iron Fist, so don't even worry about that. What they're doing with Shang-Chi, that's what they should have done originally, probably with Iron Fist.
Iron Fist should have been a movie. It should have been like kung fu, everything.
Yeah,
it should have been a lot better than it was.
Yeah, it should have been down. It should have been. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even watch season 2.
Shang-Chi was as a matter of fact, I got the book that they both, they were in the same book at the same time. Iron Fist. I forgot the name, the title. I don't know if it's not my giant size.
Marvel team.
No, it's my king size.
It's an annual. It might be like
something. I can't remember it, but I have it. That's the first time that Iron Fist and Shang-Chi, appeared together.
Good.
In a book.
What else? See those, man.
What's in the chat?
Yeah.
I see you see those. What the fuck is
that? LOL. It should be Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I told Tim on the chat. Oh, sorry. You go.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
No, I said I told Tim when Tim was posting everything and talking about it. I said, Tim, if you see friggin' Iron Fist getting his ass kicked by fucking Shang-Chi, you're gonna fucking lose it. Because he's gonna be cheering him on with pom poms in the fucking theater. Kick that guy, that curly hair fuck.
Yeah, they haven't picked a director or anything like that yet. I think that looks like David Callahan. He's a screenwriter or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, like I said, we should hear everything by early next year. They'll probably or maybe D23 also. Maybe that's the show where they're gonna announce a whole bunch of stuff. Remember, their presence wasn't at this year's San Diego Comic-Con. So usually when they do that, they leave everything for D23 and they'll do they do it big on them, and we'll get like a whole beyond Avengers 4 what's gonna happen, But I went to see Creed 2 this weekend, and I got to see the Captain Marvel trailer, in the big screen, and it looks pretty good. When definitely different when you're seeing it at home or on your computer.
Then they have another Captain Marvel trailer coming on tonight.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah.
Or already posted. I don't know. They probably posted that shit on.
Probably.
Yeah, during Monday Night Football, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
During Monday Night Football, a more in detail trailer, I guess.
What'd you think of Creed 2?
Oh, Creed 2 was
that movie was good.
Oh my god. That movie, to me, that was a tearjerker. That movie, like,
oh, yo, I cried.
Yo, yeah, everybody. that movie, like, you felt his pain, like he really made you feel his pain, you know, and that's where it touched everybody.
Then where it touched me was that passing of the torch from Rocky to Creed. Like that was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, that was
I felt bad for Drago. I really did. I really did.
I did feel bad.
Sorry for going in spoiler alert, but or whatever. I liked it. I've been a Rocky fan.
Yeah, but
I just like how but it felt like to me how as it ended. Now he can, Michael B. Jordan's Creed character Adonis can go and do whatever he wants, and you don't need Rocky, you don't need this, you don't need that. Make your own. That's what it said at the end. You're on your own, and all that.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? What's the good thing about this one? Usually, when once they get to that second movie, like he's already getting too old, for the career.
Yeah.
And he's not. He's not. And the Creed, the Adonis character is still young. In the movie, so you can have that third movie with him still boxing and his prime and stuff.
And you don't need no Rocky characters or anything. No. Make your own film with him and his story. You got his background, just go with it. And I'm sure that's where they're going to go with it. And but I really liked it. It kind of like closed the book on the whole thing. So it can either go two ways. Either they can just say, okay, we told this story and that's it. Or we'll continue with it, but it was just going to be him. And I thought it was really good. I still think Creed 1 was a little bit better than Creed 2, but I'm just so biased because I like Rocky 4 and I just loved all the Drago parts and I loved all the shit with his son and his family and what he went through after Rocky 4. I love that scene in the restaurant. Did you feel there was going to be one punch thrown? I really wanted one Rocky to deck him.
They definitely, because after Rocky 4, they left that open. They never went back to like what happened to Drago after that, or people never really cared what happened to him. Nobody
cared. Nobody cared.
So
I did.
Yeah. I know, right? We did. We wanted to know.
We wanted to know.
It was good. And then, the music, the soundtrack on the movie was ridiculous. I love the fact how they also they added the old Rocky, like the old with the new was perfect blend.
You had to throw in that. You had to dun, 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 you had to throw that in there somewhere. Yeah. But you also, again, it's his film. Everybody, that I talk to, it's like, well, Rocky wasn't in that much. Well, it's not a Rocky film. It's a Creed film. Rocky's there, and he's helping him, and that's it. You got yes, it is a character from the Rocky movies, but it's a much more than that. And I just liked it. It was really well done. Let's see what happens if they're going to make another one.
Yeah, Comics Mrs. Plain said, love Rocky 4. Wore my Drago shirt that says, if he dies, he dies.
Yes. Nice. I must break you. Oh, that was great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Awesome. Cool, man.
Comic related. Also, I guess we can move it along, right? We finished on
just bored the shit out of the whole movie,
right? Like I wanted to see that shit, but no,
I don't even want to see that shit.
No. We didn't give away. We didn't give away everything.
We didn't give away no details, really.
Dude.
We didn't give away no details. And the more it's been 2 weeks already. This is the second week and it's out already. So
nothing we said is not even remotely much of the film we even talked about. It's just little parts here and there. You know who's in the film. We did. Trust me. There's a whole story with it, and it's really cool.
Okay.
Oh, Gayla just said he loves when Drago played He-Man.
Drago played He-Man. Yeah. Back in the day.
That was the best He-Man movie ever.
The only He-Man movie ever.
The only He-Man. Yeah. Damn, they've been trying. That's another one that's been in limbo from Hollywood. They've been trying so hard to get that jump started.
Yeah. Did you guys know that the original set for the movie Cyborg from Jean-Claude Van Damme, that was supposed to be He-Man?
Really? Never knew that.
Originally,
you know what I watched the other day with
Cyborg.
Dolph Lundgren? I watched The Punisher.
Oh, The Punisher, Dolph Lundgren? I like that. I don't give a shit. I liked it.
There's a deleted scene from the beginning of the film, and it shows like his family getting like his origin story, pretty much.
Right.
And there's like an ending scene too that was deleted. They switched up, but like other than that, like the action scenes and stuff and that, like that, it was a good movie for what it was at the time. Like really deep.
At the time, unfortunately, New World Pictures took a big dump on Marvel character films, and I think that was the only one that kind of got released. Everything else almost got released, and then they said, "No, it's bad. We're not going to release it."
Did they do that Doctor Strange movie too?
No, they did a Captain America film, which they never released, and then they did the Fantastic Four film, which they never released for good reasons.
It's on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I mean, they direct or bootleg or whatever.
They should put all of them. They should get that Doctor Strange and the Fantastic Four, all those movies, and put them on.
Yeah, Great Legend says that He-Man is very popular right now. The comics are going up on the He-Man comics.
Yeah, not Shira, He-Man. I
don't have any He-Man comics. I have like 2.
Injustice versus Masters of the Universe is pretty damn good too. That's been a good story so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that He-Man Thundercats one. That was good too.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a lie. I have He-Man #1.
I read the first 2 issues of that, but I never finished it.
Oh, you should have finished it. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
The battle scenes and all that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And also nostalgia. Remember they did that commercial for insurance and whatever, with He-Man, cartoon and all that stuff. Same thing they're doing with the Honda or whatever with the $6 Million Man and all that stuff. Just bringing back stuff back from the day, stuff that we all grew up with or whatever like that.
And also like Netflix has contributed to that for He-Man with that they have that documentary, the Gray Skull, was it?
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That was a good documentary. I saw it like a couple of weeks ago.
I haven't even watched that shit yet. I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it was good. You learn a lot from that. From it. It was pretty good. You learn a lot also from the toys that made us, right?
Yeah.
The toys
that's a really good documentary.
Yeah, that's a good teaser. There's a third season coming out.
Those He-Man toys, they're not worth anything if they're not sealed.
Yeah.
The loose figures, they're not worth nothing. Even if they're complete.
Not like everything else is. Freaking every other toy.
The loose figures are good if like you're setting up like a battle scene that you want to display.
Yeah.
The loose figures are good for that. If you're just into it for just value, then you're just gonna buy it.
Get a complete box.
Yeah. But if you want to set up like a little display,
I love He-Man. I just don't like the way that they were made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, they look nice and everything, but the way they don't stand up,
Yeah. All right, guys. So,
guys,
notice we have Christina from the Heroes Initiative to join us. Thank you for joining us.
You probably can't see very well, can you? Probably could turn the lights up. Hold on for a second.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
Hey, you popped out. I don't know what happened.
Sorry, it took so long. I'm computer illiterate, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, there he goes. All right. So you know what? I think we're done with talking what we were talking about since we have both of you guys here. Just want to let everyone know. Christina is the development director for the Heroes Initiative.
Yes.
And Edwin from Strictly Comix. They're here to talk to us about the Heroes Initiative and what we're planning to do. So you guys can take it away.
There's the feedback.
Yeah, Christina, you gotta mute your mic. There we go.
There you go.
Well, hold on, because then I can't hear you. Let me get my headphones. Should I get
Some
my
headphones? Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
But
yeah. Also, the feedback is from Hertz.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can hear my.
It's so annoying, isn't it?
I think we've all done it before.
Yeah, we've been there.
Oh, God. What a trip. Hold on. Sorry, it's like total user operator issues. And now I've got this.
You're totally fine, Christina.
Hey. Well, I don't know if that's going to work or not because I've got this different. This is a brand new computer and I don't know how to work it.
If you're watching the live show, that's where you'll get the feedback from.
Are you watching?
Is she watching the
show? No, I think she's on the thing.
No, you gotta watch the live show. You get the feedback. Damn, I sound like Dave.
I can't get this in here, so that's the issue. See, this isn't working.
Oh, yeah. That's for your iPhone, yeah.
Oh, that's for your iPhones. You got a MacBook?
I have a brand new MacBook.
Okay, so are you watching the live feed or are you on the link?
Here, is that better? Is that so bad?
There you go.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I just turned it down. So that's yay! Sorry.
All right. Clap it up.
So, what do you guys want to know?
All right. So, basically, what we wanted you to come on for was just to let everybody know about the Hero Initiative, because we're going to just kind of introduce for just a couple minutes the project that we have going on. And for people who don't know what the Hero Initiative is, maybe you can kind of fill them in.
Sure, absolutely. So we are a nonprofit organization that helps comic creators in need. And I know that's basically our mission statement, but you know, it's been, you watch all these older creators that have, you know, like the late Gene Colan, who created Daredevil. These older guys didn't have protection. I mean, look at how much money's being made in these movies and comics, and you know, they didn't have a safety net. They didn't put money away. I mean, you know, back in the 30s and 40s and 50s, you know, you didn't think that comics were going to blow up into Infinity War and, you know, billions of dollars, you know. And a lot of these guys didn't save money and they didn't know how to invest. And so we basically are there to help out. Creators have to be in the business for at least 10 years for us to help them out. We have a distribution committee who helps decide who gets to, who we can help and who we can't. It's case by case basis. But overall, I think it's a great organization. I think we've helped a lot of people. We've given over $1 million worth of money for, you know, to people in need. So I think looking at the climate today as entertainment continues to blow up, especially with comics, it is definitely necessary. And you know, even the guys that have been in the business just for like the last 15 years and haven't been able to really make it and have been, you know, consistent inkers or consistent colorists or even creators that fallen on hard times. I mean, you know, look what happened to Turner. You know, he got cancer and we helped him out as long as we could. And, you know, that was a big deal for us. So, you know, we all ran into bad patches, and we are definitely something that these guys can turn to.
Who started the Heroes Initiative?
Jim McLaughlin, who's my boss. Hi, Jim, if you're watching. He actually was a sports writer. I think he's still doing some sports writing, and also a very avid baseball and football fan. And he knew that there was a support system for baseball players. And he's, you know, is also into comics and thought, well, maybe I should create something for these guys too, because, you know, there isn't anything. And he started it up, and gosh, it's now been how many, like, it's been 20 years now. So, and we're still in existence and going strong. So that's how it worked.
Wow, I mean, that's great. And then Edwin Great Legend, you're putting together this charity auction as something for us to get back for. You know, we love everything they create. We love what the older guys have done, and it feels good to do something like that. You know?
Yeah, it's awesome. You guys are great. Thank you so much for considering us, and you know, I hope this is successful. Like, some of the pieces you guys got are great. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. And this forum is awesome. Like, you know, these people and like YouTube, it's like this is a whole different ballgame. We usually use eBay, and it's not something that people get excited about. It's kind of like, oh, I got to go back and check my eBay account, right? So
eBay fees. So we're basically cutting out the middleman.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
It's straight. Just go right to you guys. You know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you want to explain what exactly in case anyone didn't see the flyers?
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah,
no,
go ahead. No, I wasn't sure if that was a question for me or you, so you take it away.
Oh, either one.
Well, I reached out to Christina because I had this idea last year to get a lot of people in the comic book community together to donate a book. We could auction off, because we all know that the auctions really kicked off about a year ago, and it just kind of spread like wildfire, where people outside of Facebook and Instagram were doing them, and they started to invade YouTube. And so I reached out to the people that I knew in the community, which are these guys right here on the panel, and several others who are actually partaking of this. And I decided, why not come together and donate some books to auction off so that we can give to the charity as a whole. Because if you look at all these guys on the panel, they all go to conventions as well as myself and others. And we always see, George Walt Simonson have these little donation buckets and stuff, and so yeah, they are. And so I come together and just for a much better cause than just hoarding comics.
Well, yeah, that's awesome. And those you mentioned both Walt and Perez are both on our board. Mark Wade and Casada and Denny O'Neill, and we've got a great group of people that are definitely
Steve Borak.
Steve Borak, and we've got some great people that are they're awesome. I mean, they've made a mark in the industry, and we're lucky to have them. I mean, really, really lucky to have them. So, it's great. It's a great community. It's such a great thing to do. And I think that, like I said, considering what's going on entertainment wise, it kind of brings it back to what it's really all about. I mean, we all love all the great movies and stuff and get excited about going to see them. But when it really comes down to is the creative minds and that have started this, and getting to know who they are, and kind of having a connection with them is really cool. Really cool. Yeah.
Let everybody know about Jack Kirby, Steve Zicko, the Joe Giela, Joe Sinnott, Sterling. There's just so many creators. We wouldn't have anything that we have now that we enjoy right now without those guys.
Right, absolutely. And look, it's paved the way for so much to happen, and so much more creativity. I mean, the amount of different books that are out there right now, it's pretty insane. I mean, you've got the Batmans, and you've got the Spider-Man, you've got, those basic books. But now, if you look at the variety and the different books you can get now, it's crazy. The stories are endless, and I think that's staying in touch with that and making sure that people know that are in this industry, and that we're here is all we can do.
Yep, definitely. So, Edwin, you want to tell everyone when the auction is going to take place?
Sure. The auction will take place on December the 15th and 16th on the Great Legends channel, the Great Legends Show. He's going to host it, and it's going to be a 2-day auction. On the 15th, the Saturday, it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern, and then on Sunday, it'll be 5 p.m. And we have 40 plus donors right now. Most of you guys on the panel have donated at least 1 or 2 items, and I'm very thankful for that. As well as Tim, Lords of the Long Box, Alex the Comic Order, Great Legend. Oh my God, I better stop naming people because I'm gonna forget, and some people are gonna be like, "Yo, man, why you ain't called my name out?" But a whole bunch of people, so they're all coming together, and it's gonna be mid-December, the 15th and the 16th on the Great Legend Show.
Yeah, I see. We already started promoting it. Edwin's promoted it already. I haven't posted it yet, but I'm gonna post it also because I wanted to post a show too, since Christina was going to join us. And I believe that's it with that. You know, like with that's the only questions I had. I didn't think I had it. And anyone else had anything that they wanted to? Oh, also, in the link in the description of this video, the Heroes Initiative, the what they put out today. What's that called, Edwin?
The press release.
Yeah, the press release. Sorry. Go ahead, Marky. Can you unmute Christina real quick?
I was trying to because the feedback was getting really bad. Nobody can hear anything about the dates.
Oh, let me try it now. Let me see if I can do it.
Yeah, sorry about that,
She would have to unmute it herself. Yeah.
You got to unmute yourself. I had to mute you because of the feedback.
Yeah, it's the little microphone piece. It should be on the top of your Hangout screen.
Take your arrow and go over your screen, and it'll pop up on the top.
Yeah,
there you
go. You guys couldn't hear me this whole time?
No. Just when Edwin was talking, it was just totally nothing was getting through. So I said, "All right, let me mute her, and then I'll unmute her when she talks." But then I'm like, "Oh, you're stuck." Oh no!
No, everything's better.
It's better now.
It's better now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, it's funny because this is great, but you know, it's the little nuances of like a little button I have to push. Oh well, I'm glad we made that work. No problem. Do you guys have any other questions for me as far as the Hero Initiative or anything else that we do or?
I have a question.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's say a few months ago, maybe not a few months ago, last year, I submitted a book and it got rejected because it was a blank cover and it was a Heroes Initiative blank cover.
Okay.
And they said that they weren't grading those because they were stolen.
You know, I don't know anything about that. I know. Did you send it into CGC or
I sent it to CBC, yes. And there was like a sketch on it and everything. And it was like, nah, we're not grading those.
You know, I don't know about that because I don't know if it could be stolen because there's only two people that actually handle those, and that's me and Jim. Was it a cover for?
Well, it was a blank cover.
But what was it of?
Justice League of America, I believe.
Okay.
And it had the Hero Initiative stamp right on it.
I don't know. All I know is what we usually do is we send out 2 blank covers to each artist to do a cover, and sometimes they'll send in 1 and sometimes they'll send in 2. So how they got a hold of it, I don't know. You know, we pride on ourselves on everybody being pretty honest, and I don't know what happened, but maybe somebody got a hold of it somehow. And if it's not drawn on by an artist and sent back to either Jim or I, and we've got it in our hands, then it's probably going to be rejected.
Yeah.
Because it's not legal. Yeah.
So that's why it's rejected. It has to come to their hands.
Yeah, we on our projects we've done. You guys have seen our 100 projects that we've done for. We did it for Justice League. We did it for Wonder Woman, that 25th anniversary. That was awesome. And we basically get books from either Marvel, DC, depending on who we're working with, and we send them all to artists. We physically package them up and send them directly to them, and then they send them back. Again, we give them 2 because we figure that if there's a mistake, they can, redo it. But, sometimes things like that happen. So I don't know. Don't know specifically.
Guys in the chat, if you need any more information on the Heroes Initiative, I already put a link to their website in the description of this video. So, check it out and sign up for their newsletter. They have a newsletter where they keep you updated with all their events and everything that they're doing.
Yeah, we update everybody on our events. We put everything up there. Also on Facebook, we have a lot of activity on Facebook and on Twitter. And if anybody ever has any questions on how to donate to us, it's all there. My email's there. So if anybody wants to reach out and find out how they can raise money, and you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for doing this. I know it's a lot of work. And your time and your energy is really appreciated. And thank you very much. We really, really appreciate that.
Thank you also for being on and just sharing this moment with us and teaching everybody what Hero Initiative is about. Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck, guys.
Christy, I know you got to get going. You got any closing thoughts?
Who's that for?
Christina.
Oh, do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I know you got to get going.
Oh, no, it's just been a long day.
I know.
No, I just hope to see you guys. If you guys are ever in San Diego, we're going to be in San Diego. We're always the same booth, 5003. And check us out at the website. But we like it when fans come by the booth and check out what we have. And we always have great artists and supporters. And come by, introduce yourselves, tell us where you're from. What has made you interested in comics. I think that's always great. Striking up a conversation with the volunteer that's there, if it's me or Jim or whatever. This is a great community. It's a awesome community to be a part of. And I'm just hope to see you guys at another convention sometime.
All right. Sounds
fantastic.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.
Take care. There we go.
Sweet.
There we go.
That was nice.
That was cool, Edwin, man. Thank you for setting that up.
Thank you, Edwin.
Hey, I appreciate you guys, man.
I definitely appreciate you, choosing us to start off the week. I know she's going to be on Tim's show on Wednesday, and then she'll be on with JLS on Thursday. And, thank you for considering us also. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
Well, I had to get you guys in, man. You guys donated a bunch of books, man. So, had to get the NY Warriors in there, and so definitely, man. Plus, I know, Manny works with Mark Roman and Steve, and so I knew there was a little bit involvement there.
Us, so it was cool to.
Yeah, they always have like Walt Simonson is big on that. Like he has his little thing, says Hero Initiative. There's always somebody at the cons. Like every con, there's always somebody asking for donations.
Chris Claremont.
So Chris Claremont does it. Who else? Walt Simonson does it.
Perez, he's big on it.
I think Roy Thomas does it too.
I think Billy Tucci also does it.
Billy
too.
Tucci, yeah, he does it also. There's a lot of artists out there. They a lot of artists and creators that they ask for donations, and they also have a booth too. Like not like every con, but certain cons they have booths. Like not booths. Well, yeah, they have like a little table and they have comics in there, and a lot of the comics are signed. But that money, it goes to Hero Initiative. So.
One of the motivations behind this was I was hoping that it will also start a trend. I hope other people will kind of follow in these footsteps, because we know this community has grown so much, man. I mean, I remember when there was like maybe, I don't know, I could name maybe 20 YouTubers.
Just a handful of us, right?
Yeah, man. And now like
factions now.
Yeah, everybody's
everywhere
now because they watch the movies.
Yeah.
Everybody has a show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, before I think everyone was worried about time slots and all that crap.
Yes.
And now, there's no such thing now. There's just too many of us. There's too many people, too many shows. So you just go on wherever, and then when you don't watch it live, you watch it on the rewind. That's why it's everyone. If you think of this as regular TV, we're called channels, right? We're called YouTube channels. Same thing as TV channels. You think Fox cares what WB is playing at 8 o'clock?
Hell no.
No, they want to put their stuff. So, what you do, you DVR it. Well, with YouTube, you don't have to DVR it. It just records automatically for you. Same thing. Just watch one thing and then later on watch the rest, something else. And that's it,
Absolutely. Well, I don't want to take away from y'all normal show. I'd like to stay on if you don't mind. I know y'all going to do variant day or
we're
or something like that.
We're going to go through the books that come out on Wednesday.
Yeah, let me
That's
set
right.
that up.
That's right.
If you want to stay with us, it's fine.
Man.
Yes. It's my favorite
So, one question real quick. I see it was a good question too. Fortunately, we didn't get to ask. I didn't see the chat until just now. Foyer Flash has had a question for the Heroes Initiative. Is it international or just U.S. artists? I don't think it has to do with where the artist is from. I just think it's any artist in the industry.
Yeah.
Or any writer in the industry, any creator, any content creator in the industry. I don't think it has to do with where they live or where they're from. If they're, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see that being a factor to that.
Yeah, I don't know. It probably is international. I mean, these artists go everywhere. I mean, Jim Lee right now is in Mexico.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. So it doesn't, I don't think that really is a factor.
Yeah, but Jim Lee don't need no money though.
No,
that's true. He created.
You know, definitely he doesn't. All right, so you know what? This is the time of the show where we take a trip to our non-sponsor, a repeat non-sponsor. Just because they have the best website when it comes down to the, you know, in our opinion,
the
breakdown of what's been out on Wednesday. Yeah. So, Marky, take it away.
All right.
I'm out of here.
Okay.
All right, man.
Talk to you guys.
Thanks for taking the time.
All
right, man. We'll talk.
Yeah, man.
All righty.
Part
of the Adventures of Super Sons.
Super Sons, yeah, they're still going strong, right?
Yeah,
still going
strong. I don't know nothing about that.
No, nothing about Batman.
Batman, yeah.
Oh, that's the regular cover, right?
That's
right.
Yes.
There you go, Martina.
You know what? No, I gotta be honest right now. With this is like the fourth already Martina Batman cover. Now they starting to look the same. Now they you know that one.
Nah, that one don't look like none of the Batman covers I've seen.
Nah, it's just
it's got the rain on it though.
Can you lock it on your screen, Marky? Because it keeps bouncing.
It's locked on his screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm locked. Yeah. Oh, if you're watching the stream, I'm locked. If you're watching us, it ain't.
I got you.
Locked.
Okay.
You got me. Okay.
Gotcha.
No, or you can just you know my
I clicked on it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I have him locked for the stream.
Curse of Brimstone. Holy shit, is that Dr. Fate melting there? You better not be fucking with Dr. Fate. I swear.
Yeah, that's Dr. Fate, yeah.
God damn it, don't fuck with
Dr. Fate was a bad guy.
He was a bad guy.
Is he a bad guy right now?
That cover's fire.
Oh my god.
You know the cover doesn't have anything to do with these.
You know what? No, I refuse to go the rest of the list. They burning Dr. Fate. Fuck DC.
Well, I never thought I'd hear Margie say that.
Deathstroke, Tyler Kirkham.
Tyler Kirkham. Oh, not bad. Not too bad.
Tyler Kirkham.
You know, but the Martina's better.
Look at the coin too. The coin has a dead shot.
Deathstroke.
Oh, Deathstroke on it. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that was cool. I didn't notice that.
Cool. That's pretty cool. Nice side there. Nice side.
The fucking B cover's sick.
And another Martina.
Getting work.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Martina's just everywhere, man.
Okay.
That's why you get so tired.
Doomsday, finally, we got another issue.
I think the Doomsday Clock's coming out by monthly, I think. Right?
Yeah, it's very they did this on purpose. It's going to drag out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's like
into next year.
Quarter.
Oh wow, it's going on 3 years with Doomsday Clock. That's number 8 on.
And that's the B cover.
That's the Alice in
Wonderland. The clock is dope though. This is not been whack.
Yeah. Well, that's Asmodeus doing the puppets. So
So somebody basically is controlling Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, basically, I think that's someone's pulling the strings in the universe here. So,
all right, I'm interested because story was pretty good. So
the stories. I just hope we get a nice ending, not like some convoluted mess up thing.
Yeah,
Green Arrow.
Like I said, I'm waiting for the trade, then I'll buy it.
Right. Yeah. And the B cover. Yeah. Okay.
That's cool.
It's okay. All right, here we go. Green Lantern number 2, regular cover.
Yeah, but who reads this, yo?
Well, these what the hell is this?
Is that like an Ant-Man or a Bug-Man?
Hell,
like I
don't know. Hal Jordan's basically giving him the finger, and here's another Martina cover, but I'm getting this one. That looks sick.
Oh yeah, I saw that last week.
Yeah,
that one looks good.
The green shooting at whatever it is.
Well, as long as they ain't shooting out of his ass. Okay, all right. Harley Quinn. Oh, here we go. Christmas time. It's Christmas time.
Oh, nice.
I'm just tired of the Frank shows.
The shows, man, are disappointing me. They're not.
I mean,
I'm not. No. Sorry, Frank.
They were cool in the beginning. And I was just like redundant, man. Like keep on.
Yeah. You know what it is too? I'm tired of seeing like he's putting on the old outfit with the new head.
Right.
It doesn't match.
Nah.
Don't match.
Don't match.
Don't match, Joe. You already.
Well, she put it on the snowman.
Yeah, right.
I mean, at least she fixed the proportions. Like she looks.
Now,
like,
this is what we were talking about before.
the
Masters of the
Master
Universe.
Universe.
Injustice versus Master of the Universe has been very interesting.
Agreed.
And look at this shit.
There you go, Great Legend.
There you go. Look at Darkseid Psycho.
in front of
Excuse me,
Grayskull.
you know what they gotta
Castle.
do?
Castle Grayskull. Fuck you. Now it's mine.
You know what they gotta do now, though, right? They gotta
Mm.
put He-Man in Injustice 5.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they put him in the game.
Yeah, that would
Not
be
be
great.
surprised for the next game.
He said Injustice 5, Injustice 3.
Justice 3.
Well, there's been like 6 expansions, so it counts as games.
No, that's Injustice 1 and Injustice 2 and a lot of DLC.
A lot of DLCs, yeah.
Here's a hint, people. Wait till the game is out in the super deluxe versions, because then you'll get all the DLCs and you pay the one
Right.
price.
I just bought it now for what, $17.95?
Right.
Yeah, people paid
One,
like
I was the dumb
$100 for
fuck.
that on launch, and they didn't even
Alright.
get the 2 DLC characters.
Legion of Doom?
Justice League. Y'all been
Legion
reading
of, well,
Justice
it's Justice League. It's the Legion. It's these they have a
Yeah.
Legion, a Justice
doing,
League,
like,
and then they go back to the Legion of Doom. So two different. Scott Snyder's doing Justice League. I can't pronounce it. Tyon the Fourth is doing the Legion of Doom side. And
Tinian,
they're also
I think it's
they're also crossing together and everything. And remember, the Batman Who Laughs is in here somewhere, which is pretty dead. Now here's the other cover, the J League cover.
What am I Wonder Twins?
Cover A is the best.
Man,
I don't get
like
it.
that. Yeah, well, you know what? It's supposed to be
I
like
like it.
the old costumes.
You like it?
Right.
From the 50s. That's why Superman has baggy shorts.
Yeah, but look at
Yo,
their faces.
they're
Like it's
they're
like
freaking
they're like
aliens,
sticking
man.
their nose up like their shit don't stink or something. And look at fucking Aquaman. He looks
Yeah,
like
he
a
looks like a
fucking
caveman.
I mean,
You like the game, man.
Someone give Aquaman $1 here, man. He looks homeless. Look at that
Oh my
shit,
God.
man. That's
Aquaman
bad.
took that off.
Jesus.
it's J League. What do you mean?
Exactly.
All
That's how
right.
you do
Martian
it.
Manhunter, Volume 5. I didn't know he had
Number
4
one,
in the
wow.
first place.
No, he had,
I know. I'm only
He's a
joking.
cop now?
No, he's been.
Yeah.
That's his persona. He's always been a persona of a cop.
Yeah, he's always
he
been
was?
Detective John Jones, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I never read Martian Man.
And then Middleton, who always does great with the Batgirl covers.
He freaking stole that Arnold Schwarzenegger cover.
Where, right?
Dude,
Get
that's
your ass
Arnold.
from Mars.
That's
Anyway,
That's from Conan. That's one of the poses. But that's one of his.
across the blank cover. So if you can get your own normal sketch of Martian Manhunter.
Yo, is it too much to ask for like just somebody cool to draw him?
Yeah,
I know.
yes, probably. Nightwing.
People always draw him like he's
So
the
that's a
Hulk.
little okay cover.
Yeah, but the bees, Yasmin Two Trees is just killing it. This one and the Red Hood.
That was nice, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
Yo, the Robin.
Red Hood.
The
That's Pete
Robin.
Wood.
That's cover A. The next one.
What is it,
Oh,
the
another-
Hulk? Hulk smash DC Universe. Okay.
So they already have.
Yeah.
That's another Putri cover.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Mike. That's good.
Yo, you
All
think
right,
they'll
here we
connect?
go.
Shazam number one.
Number 1. Oh God.
Yo, I'm
I
getting
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy that just for the cover.
Yep.
That
You know
cover's
what?
Let
Let me tell you something. That's a kid friendly book. That's what they're going for. So
They're trying to hype you up for the
Yeah,
movie.
for the movie.
Trying
Yeah.
to get you ready for the movie. Now here's Eric Gary Frank cover.
Gary Frank. That's the
There
real.
we go.
Boy,
yeah, that's classic.
he's doing the Randy Orton. He's like, hey. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Really Orton, I love
there you
that.
go, Great Legend. Damn, this is the week for Great Legend to get some books.
Yeah.
Word.
Suicide
You know,
Squad,
that's
Black
just-
Files.
Oh, yeah. You think Shinzu was in that series? Or Shinzu, whatever the hell his name is?
I haven't been reading that one.
Unexpected. I thought that's the no. Wait a minute. That's one of those side things.
What
Well, that's
the-
Walkman.
Okay.
United States versus this is the Bendis stuff.
Oh yeah.
The multiple. Let's see where am I?
All right. I have no idea, but I'll show it in Border Town.
Watertown, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vertigo.
that's our DC Vertical lines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Vertigo
That's a
stuff.
decent read. I'm backed up on that.
The Sandman universe.
Universe. There
That's
you
a
go.
J League cover.
There's more J Lee.
And sign every. Oh, that's a dynamic forces. Okay, so just
now we're gonna
dynamic.
there's also somebody said the source #1. That's supposed to be something big coming out this week.
Source #2, I think.
Source 2. What is that from? There's that.
That's an indie. That's an indie book.
That's an indie book. All right, we'll go to that.
Let's look at it real quick because someone mentioned in the chat, so I want to show it for them.
Skipping.
Was Walking Dead coming out?
Walking Dead.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on.
186.
You get the white cover.
We got that. 186, and then Sienkiewicz, Negan.
Oh
wow.
Yeah.
How many issues he's doing? Sienkiewicz.
I think he's doing the whole year.
He's doing every character.
Yeah, just about every popular character you can think of.
It's gonna be a nice set once it's done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're hitting Marvel now. Do you want me to just go through the Marvel, then to find that source book after?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got Deadpool #7.
Man.
Santa Claus, ho ho ho.
Nah, I don't even buy that. I don't buy that Deadpool anymore.
Yeah.
Deadpool's kind of whack. No?
Okay.
Oh, from this month, Marvel's doing like the villains, Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four villains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Annihilus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spec book, guys.
Spec book.
He's got #6 first appearance of Annihilus.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is fucking dumb. Fucking dumb.
Deadpool isn't even on top of him.
Deadpool. If you're gonna do this, you have to put Deadpool in it. I'm sorry.
Deadpool,
it's stupid.
Deadpool should be in like the corner and be like, "Hey, get the hell off my book, asshole."
See, look, Deadpool versus Conan.
Conan.
That's good.
Oh yeah, and they're making Conan covers too.
No, I don't like that cover because Conan is weird.
But at least it has Deadpool in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And the Christmas variant. That one looks okay. That was
all
good.
Right, that's all right.
All right, not bad.
Looks like he's about to get his. Better watch that sword. It's a little close there, Deadpool. But then again, it'll go right back. Anyway, Defenders of Immortal Hulk #1. Now, didn't something happen to Doctor Strange in this shit?
Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Defenders number. That's a tie-in, right?
It's a tie-in to something. I don't know.
It's one of the original members of the Defenders.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel doesn't tell us when they're gonna do stuff anymore. They just expect us to buy it when they give you.
Basically.
Defenders and Home. Which one now? Oh, that cover's pretty good.
It's like a Defenders cover.
Yeah.
Nice cover.
He's coming.
Oh God!
Oh God! Yeah, they didn't hold the Defenders thing. So
I'm not going to say shit. You guys talk about this fucker. I'm not going to say.
They're probably going to have a cover. Then they're going to have an issue for Doctor Strange also. Then
it's weird.
I refuse to say this guy's name. There.
Namor.
He's not even in the forefront. He's like.
All right, go ahead, Mikey. Go to the next one.
Yeah. Okay, Eddie, go get that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's all Eddie there.
See, they did defend. Look at it.
Oh my God, that's frigging homo. Give me a break. Look at that shit. Look, he's got nothing. He's got nothing. He's got squids up his ass.
That's the emo Namors.
He's about to get legend of the Overfiend.
Oh my God, weird.
Oh, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I want that on my pull list. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see Doctor Strange.
And Doctor Strange.
The first 3 members
of the nice. That's a nice cover.
He's fighting the G-Man from Half-Life or something. A Watson.
Riddler coming towards him.
Fantastic Four villains. That has nothing to do with Doctor Strange. Okay.
He never even fought Blastar.
All right.
All right.
There we go.
This is the hot
book.
You haven't been reading Immortal Hulk. Y'all need to, man. That's a good book.
Yeah, I got the first issue and I never went after the rest. I'll just wait for a trade.
The whole video right here.
I just got thank you, King of the Golden State. I just got #2. I wish Jeff was on. Jeff has been reading it and he says this is phenomenal book.
Yeah, it's great.
This is the best storyline for the Hulk in like 10 years.
From Marvel.
I am kind of mad at myself for not continuing it because I thought just like everybody else. Oh, okay, first issue's good. Everything's going to go to crap. It's just going to be Alex Ross covers, and it's really I should have kept on going with it.
And listen, Alex Ross has not been failing on them covers. The 8 covers too.
Oh no, they're great. They're awesome artwork.
Yeah,
awesome.
Alex Ross has always been a good 8 cover artist. He did it with Spider-Man.
Why would you want to buy a cover BSC when Alex Ross is doing the 8 cover?
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's the guy from one of the guys from the Frightful Four.
There we go. Hulk versus Conan.
There you go.
The Wizard or whatever his name is. That's a nice cover, but
it is.
Conan,
Again,
too brawly.
Right.
They got Hulk involved, right? So.
And Hawk Lee.
What the?
That's
those
a
are the
mashup.
mashup. Yeah, those are the mashup characters.
Killmonger, number 1.
Michael B. Jordan, number 1.
Michael B. Jordan, number 1. Now, speaking of which, there's Creed.
There you go.
Creed.
That's one that you get signed right there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just going to say. This is the one you want the actor to sign.
But isn't that Killmonger's first title as well? First solo title?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back to real quick. Marky, let's see who's writing it. No, you could show the
Brian Edwards is the writer.
No, who's writing it? I want to see the
Brian Edward Hill.
Oh, Brian Hill. Okay.
I don't know who that is, but
don't know who it is either.
Hopefully he's good.
Read it and find out. You see?
Oh, well, he looked like Bishop on that cover.
Yeah, that first issue is probably worth getting.
Yeah, I'll probably get that. I like that.
Marvel Knights, number 3.
I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know why it exists.
The Marvel Knights run where they did Punisher.
A little more adultish,
but I'm saying why.
I mean, I've read it.
It's something from the past, and you know how it is.
So Netflix shows to bring this.
I don't understand what's happening. Kind of like on Fantastic Four. I'm reading it, but I don't know what's happening.
A Jay Lee? That got to be a Jay Lee cover. That looks horrible.
Yep. Yes, you did. That man a cigar.
Yeah.
You got freaking
Cthulhu.
Untitled Prelude.
Oh, this is the Prelude. Yeah, it's untitled because they're not going to give you the title of the Avengers movie. That's the big thing that everyone's trying to get. But they're saying that this issue reads more like even a prequel to the Avengers 3 that just came out, the Infinity War. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to get really anything too new on this one.
Yeah,
it's a series.
Some of those books are first appearances too. Like,
who wants a holiday book?
Yeah, that's where your hashtag Christmas comic covers right there.
Yeah, well, this one's a little bit better, but not great.
It's like anime. It's
like I don't like it. I like the Halloween one that they did. That was good. And here's special cover C. Oh God,
who's that? What's his name? I forgot what that guy's name is.
I don't know. It looks like Cyborg that turned into Ming the Merciless.
He fought Deathlock in the 90s.
Yeah,
I remember that. Forgot what his name is.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
The book is a good book. Oh.
Shatterstar.
I'm not reading that.
Nobody reading that. Nobody cares. A handbook? What do you need? You need a handbook? Okay.
There's like a handbook for every book that comes out. Just make one thing.
I'm telling you, Marvel's like Kiss, man. They just fucking churn out anything.
Spider-Man, Deadpool still running?
Yeah, it's still going, man.
Wow.
Why? Stop.
Yeah, I stopped with Joe Kelly. I
stopped like 20 years.
Well, it originally started to be like 6 issues, and people loved it so much they just kept going.
They kept on going, and then I think Joe Kelly stepped away for like a couple of issues. Then he came back and he finished it all up on his end that he wanted.
Guys, we have a question in the chat. Comic Art Talk says, any idea why Marvel is doing all those Fantastic Four covers?
It's just a flavor of the month thing. They do it every month.
Didn't they do X-Men? Stuff like that.
X-Men stuff. They did Captain Marvel. They
did
Venom.
They did the. Remember like you said, Marky, the X-Men one. The X-Men Black. Right.
Yeah. Right. It started in they've been doing this since 2011. Like when they did the Spider-Man ones, like that Spider-Man variant, X-Men.
Qui-Gon Jinn #1.
Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn, Age of the Republic.
My man CeeLo's gonna get that.
Star Wars machine churning as usual.
I really read about Qui-Gon. What else is it on there?
Let's see.
All right. D out of stock.
Oh yeah, that's right. Comics Mix explained they just had Cosmic Ghost Rider versus cover. That's right.
Versus Luke Skywalker. Yo, how come Marvel Star Wars doesn't get in on any of the flavor of the month variants?
Because they got 20 million different fucking covers. That's why.
I want to see Luke Skywalker
like
fight
those action figures. I used to collect those covers. But
There you go.
God, so many of them. I stopped, man.
He's finally moving on from his sister. Okay.
What the heck is that? Where's freaking what's her name?
Oh, Dr. Afra?
No, Mara J. Where's she at?
I have no idea.
Where the hell that lady? I don't know who that is.
Okay, True Believers.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, it's that squarehead guy.
Yeah, those are good to get, especially the older Fantastic Four ones. Those could be True Believers. I think that they're good because they're old.
I like collecting those. Yeah.
Puppet Master.
Puppet Master. There you go.
That was the first episode of the cartoon.
What else?
Scrolls. 4 Scrolls.
Yeah, that was good. What number is that? Number 2?
That's your 2.
That's number 2.
Oh, that's a good one.
Uncanny X-Men number 4.
Number 5. Oh,
5. Number 4.
It said number 5 on the thing.
It's
Jesus
probably
Christ.
fifth volume, whatever. Yeah, it's Jesus. Jesus has joined the X-Men.
Oh, that's the weekly title.
That's X-Men.
Yeah, that's Uncanny. And then the volume 5. Yeah.
Oh, volume 5.
And there's
That's Magneto.
what's his name? Gandalf.
I like that cover. I don't know why. I like that shit.
Nothing showing Venom. No, that's Dynamic Force. That Venom. There we go.
Yo, Venom has been good too, though, man.
Okay.
Look at Venom Dog.
Don't let that
Venom Dog.
It's going somewhere. Hopefully, it goes in a good place.
Bill Sienkiewicz again. Fantastic Four villains on a Venom cover.
What the hell is that? The Yellow Gorilla?
It's
Looks like Dr. Emmett Brown from
King Kong and
Into the Spider-Verse Venom cover variant.
Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
But those cars aren't from the 30s.
West Coast Avengers.
Who's reading that?
Madam Mask over
there. Winter Soldier again, number 1, because the first volume did very good.
I mean, the first volume wasn't there.
All right. Variant cover sold out.
Ew.
Oh, look at that.
That's good. I like that.
Is it?
Bill Sienkiewicz.
For $42, this cover can be yours.
Yep.
That's all right.
That's all right. X-Men: The Exterminated.
Yep.
Okay.
That's closing off that last storyline.
Oh, that's right. Didn't he?
He bit the dust.
Yeah, well, there's no spoilers. Right on the cover.
Well, it's okay. Cable's alive anyway.
Yeah, no, nobody dies. They always come back.
Man.
X-Men: The Exterminated, number 1.
Cable got killed by Cable, so he's still alive.
And that's it with that. So, what's it called? The Hope?
The Source.
The Source.
It's the Hope of the Source.
Source. Who made it?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not into the independents too much.
The main
Source. Hold on. So limit 1 per. It's already out of stock.
Oh wow.
Oh, we gotta run to the store.
Yeah, I missed out on issue 1. I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah.
We gotta track that down, man.
Didn't they? I think they were optioning this for a show or something like that. That's why it's all. And it's such an independent company, Scout Comics.
That's Alkalites.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a low print run.
Yeah.
That's the Alkalites. WWE's gonna sell.
Yeah, they even did a second printing of number 1, and that sold out on Midtown.
That's the book you look for tomorrow.
Yep.
Call your shop right now. Call them right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now.
You know, I'm calling a bed.
I'm calling Marvel tomorrow.
All right. So that was the rundown of what's coming out on Wednesday. So here, real quick. Again, I want to thank everyone in the chat for joining us. Awesome turnout today. I want to thank everybody in the panel. I want to thank Edwin for setting this up. I have a few announcements, but I'll wait till the end for me. If you guys want to run down real quick, Edwin, is anything you want to tell everybody? Anything you want to promote?
Just keep an eye out. I know we kind of promoted maybe a little bit ahead of time the charity auction, but just keep an eye out for that. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday, everybody. You're not going to want to miss that. All the auctions are going to start out at 99 cents. No reserve. We're going to start at 99 cents, let it go until it ends, and on to the next one.
Nice.
All right, sounds good, man. Also, you could check Edwin now this, Thursday on JLS. You'll be on with Jesse. Comic Conversation, and are you gonna pop on Tim's show on Wednesday?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be on Tim's show on the 12th, Wednesday the 12th, the Wednesday just before the auction. Okay. Yeah, and then the same thing the Thursday before on JLS. We're gonna talk more about it, and then I'm gonna be on the Comic Orders channel. I haven't got a date yet, but I'm gonna be on his channel eventually.
Okay, well, sounds good.
It's good that you're taking a couple of days to talk to Tim because his show is going to be all about Shang-Chi for 4 fucking hours. You'll never get a word in edgewise. What initiative? We're talking about Shang-Chi all fucking night.
All right, Eli, your turn. Any final thoughts? Any shout outs? Anything you want to?
My final thoughts is none. I'm good. Shout out to everybody in the chat and everybody else. That's it.
All right, man. A few words. There you go. All right, Mike. Joker, tell me anything you want to,
Yo, looking Edward for joining us. And thanks to Christina for joining us tonight. And Manny, because Manny had to go to bed early. Everybody in the chat, man, thanks for joining us too. And tune in for the auction. And tune in for our auction tomorrow too. And that's it.
All right, Marky.
Just thank you for everybody staying up a little bit later than usual, but that's not normal. We always go a little bit later. Edwin, thank you for coming on with Christina and everything, and explaining everything that's going on with the Heroes Initiative. That was very nice, and this is going to be a very cool thing. So everybody, tune into that. Tune into the Great Legend Show on the 15th and the 16th, correct?
Yes.
And just you're gonna have some fun. You're gonna see some nice stuff. There's a lot. Edwin's been telling us some of the stuff. Boy,
it's gonna be a lot of books.
Some people gave some very, 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 very nice books. People, I'm telling you, killer books. This ain't no crap they're showing here. So, thank you for that. And
all right. All right. So again, tomorrow, tune in for us. We're gonna have our NY Warriors auction tomorrow, and we're gonna try at 9 p.m. Eastern. I know 10 o'clock is a little too late for a weekday. A few people requested if we could do it at 9, so we're gonna do it at 9 o'clock. We'll see how it goes. This will probably be the last one for the year because I'm not gonna do one next week. Because next week is the Heroes Initiative auction, so I don't want to. It'll be too much for me because I'm gonna be on with Edwin and Great Legend on that one as well. So this will probably be the last one for the year, and then we'll pick up again right away January on there. Because again, like I told you guys, I'm thinning out my collection big time. So got a lot of things.
I got deals coming out, so y'all be ready.
Pass on also tomorrow night. Also, again, if you're not sub to Edwin, the link of his channel is in the description below already. And also, there's a link to the Heroes Initiative website. It gives you all information there. From there, you can link up to their Instagram, their Twitter, their Facebook, everything that you need to know about the charity. And just look out all over through social media. Now I can post on YouTube as well. So all the flyers that Eddie makes for us, I'll post them on YouTube as well as part of the post. So keep your post notifications on. And if you were watching us today and you're not subbed, please give us a sub, give us a thumbs up. And that's it, guys. Until next time. Peace.
Later, guys.
Later, everybody.